Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this is for you. Oh, welcome. It's me, Wingish Bay, Majeki Kwe, your friendly, freaky, sweet grasswater medicine woman. Also, Christianna Chris Carr, superstar. Oh, this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome. Oh, you beautiful divine beings. Right here, too. That's right. How goes it with you? It's free flowing Fridays. I said that. Look at that. Free flowing Fridays. Free flowing Fridays. Okay, let's not me get carried away. Okay. Happy that just rolled off my tongue like that. Usually get tripped up. Anyways, I thought maybe we do a morning star. We haven't done that in a while about the gifts because, hey, it's because we had this peacemaker 2 weeks in a row. Interfacing the world, but the gifts we have to give the world. So what are those gifts that we are receiving? What are those gifts that we have to give? And the gifts, sometimes we receive it when we learn those lessons. There's a gift that comes from that, right? Like, hey, we might think, hey, maybe that diploma from high school, we can look at that as a gift. We get that gift of the diploma after we put in that, and then that's a recognition for the work and the effort that we put in. Maybe, I don't know, what's it for you? So my back is feeling better. I've already shuffled up these cards. I'm going to open up to our morning star reading back here. Excuse me. Yes. My neck has been aching. Boop, 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 boop. Bit of a headache, but we're good. We're good. That's the dream, a weaver. Pathfinder, Soaring Eagle Spread. Maybe one day we'll do that. But this is the one. The Morning Star. Let me see if I can get in between these candles. If you want to take a screenshot. Tired eyes are swinging, 'cause I'm a swinger. I feel alone and I got a swinger on up. That's alright, because I can't stay sad, 'cause it makes me feel so bad. And then I gotta swing it till I'm glad that I'm not sad anymore. Hi. Friendly, freaky ass medicine woman. Right, gotta swing it. Gotta get back to me. Okay, so I already shuffled these ones up here. Right, okay, let's call back all of our energies from the east. Path of illumination and clarity, place of fire, place of man. We're calling back all of our energies from the south. That's the waters, the emotions, place of the innocence, the child. Ow. Calling back all of our energies from the west. That's the introspection, the physical, the earth, the woman. Yeah. And we call back all our energies from the north. That's the air, the mental, the wisdom years. And we walk our red road. The earth walk goes from self and childhood. Right, where did the innocent little babies? Winkle and, oh, what's that story of Porcupine? Wanted to share the log with Bear. But Bear is like, I'm too grumpy. Get out of here, Porcupine. What? Don't you see? I'm just grumpy. But Bear, this is a nice log. I'll share it with you. Oh, Porcupine, I did it. Oh, Porcupine, you were the nicest to me. Now I think you my friend. Weirdo. I think I might be. No, I think it's Deer faces the demon. And Porcupine wants to play with the bear. That sweet little innocence, you know. And they don't want to hurt nobody, those porcupines. Remember, some people think those quills shoot. They don't shoot. They don't come out unless they're touched by something, right? And that's just their protection, because if something tries to bite them, right, they're going to get a mouthful of quills. Who's had a dog done that? Oh, anyway, so that sounds in the childhood where we are, that innocence. We're all these innocent little babies. And we're learning as we grow up into these wisdom years. That's the law. We get programmed in those little babies. We don't have control over our lives as young children. But as we get older, now we're moving into adults. Now we have the control. It's our responsibility to take care of that little inside. And no matter how much we went through in childhood, that's no reason to hold on to that, to not live your life. There's no excuse to not live your life. Because these were, it's not tests, but things that refine you, right? And we are harder on ourselves. Spirit is gentle. That's the law. Because it's only love. We come here to experience the contrast of that. That's the law. And do we guide ourselves through man's laws or through those universal laws that man has no control over, that man did not make up, that man must follow? I don't know what to say to you as we get up to those wisdom years. We can really decipher that too. Is it all this material stuff that's so important, or that spirit? Because that's what we're going to return to, and we're leaving this to whoever comes after. Whether we're going to nothing, or on to another life adventure. What is that for you? I don't know. What's your beliefs? Mine's not to push mine on you, and don't push yours on me. Everybody has a right to believe. That's a free will, right? The cycles in movement, that's the spirit. That helps us create those cycles in movement. That's the law, right? The sun goes down, the sun comes up. Actually, right, this earth is turning around the sun. We have these seasons. It goes in one way, whatever that is. But there's always movement going on. We are never still. We might feel stuck, we might feel stagnant, but really, we're always moving. Earth is always moving. It's always turning in the same direction. It's always moving around the sun in the same direction. So we're all going in the same direction. And we're always moving. So none of us is ever stuck. None of us is not going nowhere. We're always going somewhere. And we're always going together. The same way. What? Whoa. Maybe we can find common grounds then, huh? So, cycles of movement. This is the blue road of spirit. Goes east to west, just as the sun is always with us. But we have free will. We need to open up to let that pour through us. That's where true healing comes from. It's not from us. It pours through us. We need to open and be a clear channel. Oh, I got my little love bug. It's about to take a dive off the cliff up there. Yeah, it's one of my favorite cars. Oh yeah, one day. And then east to west. There we go. The unity and wholeness achieved. The whirling rainbow. Warriors. Whirling rainbow, warriors of peace. We're all coming together. We need all those colors. If you're in a stressful situation, because you can visualize this peaceful rainbow, this whirling rainbow of peace wrapping around any person or situation, and see, I've used that myself, and it has made a difference. But it depends, right? Free will again. All parties need to be willing to find a more peaceful solution, to stop all this fighting and come together. Fighting drives us apart. Shining that light brings us together. Shining our light the way we're meant to shine our light, not the way somebody else tells us to shine our light. Above. Below. And within. Here we go. We're gonna start up here at the north and then spread them around. Spread them. We're gonna spread them out now. Spread them all around into that circle of life. Oh yeah, we got it all right. Oh man, I just amuse myself way too much. That's alright, That's alright, mama. Well, that's alright with me. Any old way you do. I like that one. Well, that's alright, mama. Well, that's alright with me. That's alright, mama. Day. That's alright now, mama. Any way you do. Feeling good. Right, we're down in that draining time and with the flow time there last week. Yeah, let it flow, let it go. Right, give it on up. Surrender. Surrendering to whatever it is. It's the divine wills, not mine. It's with I line relating to power. Up below or within, I think so. Okay, I'm gonna do that over there. So now our morning star. 10:14. Okay, card number 1 is the keynote for the day. Keynote for the day. Where am I gonna put this out of the way? Over here. I can see it up over here. And I can see. Oh, excuse me. I hope it's entertaining and not so annoying. Eh? I hope I'm more entertaining than annoying to you. I don't know. I don't hear much. It's pretty quiet over there. You guys are so quiet. Share. Would love to hear from you. Introduce yourself. I'd love to do like one-on-one sessions too, you know? Whether, you know, you'd like me to just record the video and send you the link to it, or do a FaceTime thing. I don't know. We work together, figure out what works for you and me too, okay? Right on. Right on. Keynote lesson for the day. Thank you for helping me stay on track here and refocus and stay here with all of you. Thank you. There we go. Keynote for today. Going into the weekend or wherever you watch this, right? These things are timeless. That usable energy. Usable. Am I just spending out all this energy that I'm getting as it's coming, or am I hanging on? And we're going to keep building up that energy. So that's that reusable energy, right? We need to rest, and we have to balance that out. There has to be that balance of work and play. Now, if you're going to play hard, rest hard. Why not? Right? Instead of play hard, rest easy, right? Or I'll sleep when I'm in bed, right? The body is limited. The spirit is not. So we need to tap in and work them both. Rest that body when it needs rest, right? And then it'll be there for us, right? That's the boundaries. Have we pushed our bodies beyond their boundaries, beyond their limits? And now we're paying for it? We need to listen to our bodies when they're speaking to us quietly, not when they scream. Because if you don't listen to it, you'll get a bigger illness. And you'll be forced to take that rest that body's been asking you for, right? We get those signals from the body that says, rest me. Oh my goodness, I can't go any longer like this. I cannot continue on this way. Whatever that is to you, what's it say? I'm going to put these down here as the main lesson to the day, to this weekend, to whatever thunder beings, that usable energy. How do we use that? Do our boundaries, right? Do we not have any boundaries that we keep using up all that energy that we have nothing left to give? What is that? Check that out in your life. What does that mean for you? That's the keynote lesson for the day, this weekend. And this week to go along with the peacemaker as we're interfacing that world to have that gift, right? Keynote lesson for these gifts. And what are our boundaries? Do we put boundaries on our gifts, or I can only do this at this time or that time? Whatever that is for you. Number 2 is the blessings that we may be thankful for. Oh, the live long day. Or on the weekend. Whenever. Again. Timeless. And this is just reflecting within. This is our begin within guidance. This is not predicting our futures or whatever. If we could tell, we might have a more peaceful future if we get more peaceful within. Right now. In this moment. Okay, that's the sweat lodge. It's purifying out all that we're not. Shows the blessings we may be thankful for all day. That we have these ways to connect to our source, to purify that who we are, to speak with our spirits, whatever that is, to cleanse these bodies, to take care of these bodies. That's the gifts. We always have that gift. We can give ourselves rest. What are the gifts you give to yourself? That introspection, looking inside. What do you need? We can always get in touch and in tune. We can always get tapped in, tuned in, and turned on by our own spirits. That's that gift. That always, when this body is drained, we can call on that spirit. We can have more energy if we need to just go just a little bit further, so that we're not giving up just before our ships have come in. Right? So we're purifying all that we're not. We're looking inside. What have we picked up? What are we forcing that little inside to still be carrying when it's not that little's job? It's the adult's job to take care and protect the little. But how many times have our littles come up, right? If something is bothering, I love that. Think about, how old are you? If you start getting triggered by something, how old are you feeling in that moment? Has a boundary been crossed? Is this why we're feeling this energy? We don't want to be rude to somebody, but somebody crossed our boundaries. Like I was talking the other day, I don't want to be rude, but somebody just reached across on my plate. So how do I deal with that? They broke one of my boundaries. Right? So am I going to take this energy and beat myself up? Right? Or am I going to use this energy to go, no, look, you crossed a boundary. I'm not going to get upset that you're upset that I'm upset with you. And it's not you, it's you crossing my boundary. Whatever that is. Is there people that we really use a lot of energy to hold those boundaries because they're not respecting that? So maybe we need to look at that and purify out those in our lives too that, that are there just to take, that aren't respecting those boundaries. Those are red flags. And if somebody's not respecting your boundaries, it ain't nothing wrong with you. We all have a right to these boundaries. We all have these boundaries. That's to keep us safe, to respect each other. So if somebody's not respecting those, time to purify that out of your life, right? Whatever way, shape, or form that takes for you. Card number 3 is the challenge of the day. Challenge. The challenge to go. Her we may all be looking at and facing at some point in our lives. We always do. That's the challenge, the death and rebirth. Do we let that go? Oh, but we've been friends for so long, but this is just always the way it is. Do we get hooked up, especially in our family things? And we don't have the boundaries in our families, or those in our families, no matter how much we put those boundaries down, will not respect them. So sometimes we need to even distance ourselves from our blood families. It's a sad, because blood is thicker than water, but some will use that as guilt trips over. So are we still continuing those cycles? Remember, cycles of movement came up. So are we letting some old cycles die that were hurtful? And now we're rebirthing some new rituals? So some new cycles that work, that benefit the whole and not just a certain few. So we need to let die those things, because it's that usable energy. Are we all getting it? Is it benefiting all? Or is there boundaries that it's only benefits a few? What is that? Look at that. And we need to work from our integrity impeccably. So look at that with you. Are you taking more than you need? Instead of pointing out that person's selfish, that person, let's die to the judgment of others and pointing our fingers out, because then we're not looking at ourselves. We're not doing our own job. And it's up to each of us to begin within, to purify about that we have to tell everybody else what they do, that we need to be controlled, that others need to be controlled. No, we don't. We're all these little ants here. We're all born with these innate wisdom of what we need to do. We need to get in touch with that inside. And death to, I need somebody else to tell me what to do. Or, people need somebody else to tell them what to do. Right? It was the people that, please God, send us a king. Right? And because, that's human. We can sway them. We can manipulate them. So God, you know the truth of all. So we can't fool you. Send us somebody we can fool, please. I don't know. That just comes to my head. What comes in your head about that? Huh? What do you think about that? What needs to die in your life and then be reborn as a new healthy cycle, right? Like the trees got to drop all their leaves so the new leaves can be reborn, right? Look at the plants. They seem to die. I had this one plant out there. Why do you want to save this dead plant? I'm like, it's not dead. It comes back in the summer. But, you see, and then the green, the stalks start getting green underneath the brown. You start peeling off the brown. Look, it's growing right underneath of it. The thing looks dead. Like when I came back to Ontario after being out for 5 years, oh my goodness, just coming into Ontario, I'm like, oh my God, everything looks so dead. But I'm coming in April. It's spring, right? There's no buds. And then out in BC, like, things start blooming in February. So I was out there for 5 years, got used to that. And then I had to realize, it's not dead, it's sleeping. Right? But those leaves that do fall off, they die. They become that support and the nutrients for the new growth. And like we start raking them up because we want to keep up with the Joneses or whatever. But look at nature. We're interfering with nature's beautiful processes. You know, because in those dead leaves and all that, that's all over the ground. Like it looks like nothingness, but there's still lots of life going on in there. But we get too hooked up on the looks of things. So let's not die about the looks of things. Let's remember beauty. True beauty comes from within. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. We are all beautiful beings here on this beautiful creation. Beautiful. So let's look at the gifts, right? Card number 4 is the gift from Morning Star to you. Card number 4, the gift from Morning Star to you. What does Morning Star have to offer us here? Ow! Ooh, thank you. Morning Star, what is your gift you're sharing with us? Thank you. We so appreciate that, Morning Star. Beautiful. Thank you. Morning Star's gift to share with us is that unlimited vision, the dream time, right? Dreams ain't just for the nighttime when you're sleeping, having little daydreams, fantasies, and what is that? What dreams have come true in your life that maybe you didn't realize? Maybe take some reflections, or maybe like, look at that. That unlimited vision you had of yourself. What things have come true for you? What was the vision you had for yourself? Are you living that? You're finding some way to do that each day? Or are you trying to fit yourself into something, into somebody else's limited vision? Are you limiting yourself? Are we limiting ourselves by trying to stick to man's laws? Instead of, that unlimited potential that we are born with, the greatest gift that we have of that free will to align our will with Creator or with man. What is that? I don't know. What is that for you? To that generous protector. Remember, the generous protector lets us make our own mistakes. Helps us learn. That's what that free will is. Right? We want our kids to come back to us, but we're not going to force them, right? That's the free will. We let them grow into those beings that they're meant to be. Not putting on the boundaries that you need to be this way for me and blah, blah, blah. And using all their energies for our own purposes that by the time they grow up, they're resentful of us and they don't know what to do with themselves. What is that? Are we limiting our children? We're not a generous protector if we place those limits. Creator places no limits on us. We're free to sin. We're free to do whatever we wish to do. But hey, there's always consequences, right? Will it be in the afterlife or we torture ourselves? How do we know? We don't know till we get there. For me, some things I'm like, is it worth the risk? And if it's not worth the risk, then I don't do it. Some things. What is that for you? How do you make your decisions? How, do you keep yourself protected, that you limit yourself and that you don't enjoy the fullest expression of who you are? What is that for you? But there's that gift. Morning Star is that generous protector, guiding us through this unlimited vision and gifting us with that to see that example of how that morning star shines, no matter what. Even when the clouds are there, that star's still shining. Wow. Oh, excuse me. Number 5 is the grandfather's son's gift to you. Hear that sun coming in. It's so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Grandfather's son's gift to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 2357, here we go. The ideas and needs manifested, right? We let go, we let that new day dawn, and then those ideas and needs are manifested. What is that? Is there something that you're working on? Do we try to push it? Do we make it happen, or we allow it to happen? We step back, we get out of the way, we let those invisible energies that we don't know, our generous protector, let that fulfill that, because we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. We don't know. We can't make that seed grow any faster. We plant it, we give it what it needs to support that, but if we keep digging it up to see how far it's growing, we'll end up killing it. So what is that? Do you keep trying to push something until it's out of your reach? Because the more you keep reaching, and what is that? Sometimes you're running after something, like a bottle or something rolling. You see that on TV when they try and catch something, they end up kicking it because they're moving too fast, and then it just kicks it further out of their reach. So how are we doing that to ourselves? My grandfather's son wants to bring that to our attention, because we can manifest that. Everything's there for us to do, to grow. Everything's there for us. And what are we doing? Are we using that energy? Burning it out all in one because we keep taking it up, wanting to see it, trying to hurry it up? Or are we doing that slow and steady pace, a pace that we can maintain, right? Bigger scale, smaller scale. But all we can do is begin within. We have no control on that macro scale, but everything we do on this micro scale does affect it. Right? Woo, ba-boom. Mind blowing. We act from that integrity. We go. Tap in, and get turned on to our own gifts inside. And we all got them. Right? Doing our part to share. Doing our part to share our wares, our gifts. Throwing things away down there. Ow, 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 ow. So, the stamina, are you keeping up, right? Are you trying to go a pace you cannot keep up with, right? We've got everything. Look at this world. Overproduction. We can't keep up with it. Right? Because we're going in. It's not usable energy. We're not working in sustainability. And what is that, right? Because we could, where there is enough for all. But then how could we be controlled, right? A generous protector is not controlling. So, are we being a generous protector to our children, to those around us, to this earth? I got 2, 3. I thought I saw a 4 in there too. There's a 5. Anyways. Now, let's get up to our gift to share. So if we take into this all into account, we'll have our gift to share. Number 6 is the gift you can share with the rest of the world today and any day. Right? It's going to be different, but even if it looks the same as somebody else, it doesn't have your flavor. And the world going to be missing out on your light and your flavor. Because you're the only one that got that one. So, share it. That's right, share it. Proud. Here's your gift. Your gift to share with the rest of the world is inside you. Every boy, every girl. Yeah, see, you have your own view of the world. You have your own options. Might look like somebody else. Are you listening to everybody else? You have your own mind. Look at that integrity. Integrity impeccably. That's a 51 and a 15. The viewpoints and options. Are you being who you are? Who you were made to be? Letting die? Dropping all those masks of who others said you should be? Being who you are? Remember, right? And we see opinions in there, right? Asshole. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. We don't need to see everybody's asshole. We don't need to know everybody's opinion about us, because that's just what it is. It's their opinion. And their opinion is not who we are. That's the trickster. We get caught up. Because somebody sees me this way, I must be this way. Oh, I felt that myself. And they can recruit others and go, yeah. Keep, crazy making stuff. So we need to see that, be able to laugh at ourselves. That's the gift. That's the gift we have to share, that we can laugh at ourselves, that we can see how we fooled ourselves, that we can see, hey, I have viewpoints and options, but I took the wrong road, and that's okay. I learned a lot from this road. Had a good laugh, whatever, right? Because even as that wind blows on those plants, right, it looks like those, oh my God, it's going to break that stalk, but it strengthens that, right? So even as I'm getting blown and thrown around and rolling with these punches, I'm getting stronger. And that's my gift, that I can see through. I got this hindsight now that I can turn into foresight. And I do, right? And it can take practice. Definitely, it takes practice to turn that hindsight into foresight, right? What they say, hindsight's a 20/20. So we put that into foresight. That's our gift. That's our gift to share. And when we're sharing that, hey, some of our hindsight can help gift others with some foresight. Because, again, right, we have our personal experiences, but these are not personal stories. We're talking about abuse and cycles that are out there. These cycles have been going on longer than any of us human beings walking this earth now have been here. None of these cycles and abuses or anything like that originated with any of the human beings on this earth today. This has been passed down. This has been constantly boundaries not being respected. People just going and taking whatever they would like to take. Because they have the misconception that man owns the earth. Or, we are the lords of the earth. No. We were made for the earth. The earth was not made for us. The earth is not dependent on us for survival, but we are dependent on earth for survival. So let's remember our place here. That's our gift, to remember where we are. We trick ourselves. We fooled ourselves thinking we're above the whole food chain and all of that, but we are not. We're only one view from this. We're only one version of life. I don't know. What is that for you? That's a burden basket. That's self-reliance. We can be relying on our own selves, and source reliance. Let's source reliance. We are reliant on source. So drop those burdens. Don't be trying to put them on anybody else. Blame everybody else for all your burdens. No, self-reliance. Okay? We got ourselves here. We can get ourselves out. Us as adults, we are now responsible for our lives. Not those other adults. Whatever they did to us, we need to do the deep dive self-reflection. Look at that right underneath introspection with the bar over her. Okay, but this is what we need to do. Introspections, those deep dives. We don't just stay on the surface. We do those deep dives. Get right into that muck, and then you got to wait for it to clear. Right? Dive right down into it. We don't just stay at the surface. We need to dive right down to see what that is. We do that begin within work, so we're not carrying on, and we're not repeating cycles that need to die. What is that for you? Let's get a little deeper with the medicine woman tarot. Going down to the boundaries. Right? That's the keynote lesson. The boundaries and that usable energy. Do we not have boundaries? Because we want to be, polite. We don't want to be rude to somebody. So we extend ourselves out too much that before we don't even have the energy anymore. I mean, I've done that myself too. Spread yourself out too thin. And then feel bad you can't do it all. Then we feel guilty. Because we couldn't, we had this idea and then we couldn't get it manifested because we'd spent all that energy as fast as we got it. Right? You win a little money, they say, right? If you're always used to being broke and you have that idea, you'll just give it all away. Who came out with that? We're letting go and releasing anything that we're not, right? Letting go, taking that time to rest, letting go that we don't need to keep being productive because sometimes we need to take that walk on our own. Right? Your art is your shield and your power. So we figure out, what is that gift? What can I use this energy for? Where have I not put down these boundaries? Where could I put down more boundaries? How do I discipline myself to work more on my art? Because that tunes me more into who I am. That tunes me more into my God self, right? What is that for you, right? And I can let somebody else walk freely, or there's parts of me, right? The giving and the receiving, but sometimes we need to walk that on our own. We need to see where we've given away that energy. Go back and collect that for ourselves. Whatever that is for you. What does that say to you? And maybe because you put boundaries on that art and shield, I can only do it when I have this and this and this and this. So you keep yourself from doing anything because the conditions aren't right. Let it go. Let it go. And just go. Get to her. Just do it. Just do it. Ouch. That's right. We let go and we embrace that art. We all have that. We all have that special talent or whatever that is, that gift we were given by Creator to share with others. Even if it looks the same as somebody else, doesn't have your flavor. Right? And we're over the number 2 card, the blessings. Thankful for all day, that introspection, that we can purify anything that comes up. We change those thoughts, we can do those deep dives on that, right? Not be a burden to ourselves or anybody else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Look at that, just in that corner here, huh? Very cool. One. No, that's too many. That's too many. Guide up the mountain. I'm seeing lots, but just one, please. Thank you, thank you. Just one. Just one. There we go. How about that flutters out like that? Contemplate your blessings. So we're looking inside and looking at those blessings that we have to be grateful for. There's always something to be grateful for. Are you breathing today? Is your heart beating today? Is the sun shining where you are today? Whatever. Contemplate those blessings. Look at those things that you've had in your life. You're still here. You've made it through your life till now. Woohoo! Pat yourself on the back. You survived 100% of everything you've gone through. You're here. You survived it. Now, do you want to live, or you want to just keep surviving? We're going to use that energy to actually live, or just to keep getting ourselves by. We're going to use that energy to actually look at the blessings that we do have in our lives, or go, oh, because it wasn't this way, it wasn't perfect. It will never be. My life just sucks. I know, what is that for you? And that's a 4 right there, too. 4 stability. So, contemplate your blessings. That is the blessings. Contemplate the blessings. How many blessings you have today? Look at that. So contemplate them. Look at them in each day. Count those blessings today. Okay? Every little one. You woke up, you're breathing, your eyes open, whatever. Every day of life is another blessing. It's not all guaranteed. Not at all. Right? That shaman's dad. That's the challenge. So we're going over there to that challenge of what we're releasing, and it can be a challenge to release and let go. Maybe it's friendships, death and rebirth. Maybe we hung on to something for too long. We wanted it to be this way, and it wasn't the way, right? Or we put so much into this relationship, I can't let this go because I've been waiting for so long, but it's not that's what we get in those toxic relationships too. Especially if there's been gaslighting or whatever going on, and we feel that we aren't enough. So we must stay in this relationship that goes against our integrity. We're getting these signs that we must go. We're giving more than we're receiving. It's not balanced. What is that? So we need to let that go. So that's that challenge to see. Are your friendships reciprocal? Are they one-sided? What is that for you? And it's time to let go of those one-sided relationships, whether they be in your family, your friend, work relationships, whatever that is. Right? And what is your part that you bring to that? Do you blame everybody else? Oh my goodness, blah, 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 right? That would be perfect if they would just be like this. Do you try and change your partners? Trying to, you can't be with the one you love, honey. Love the one you're with. Is that what you do? Do you try and make that person right there in front of you? Because they're right there in front of you. So it has to be this person because they're right here in front of me. I've always believed that, if you're meeting the one, you won't have to change each other. You'll just automatically fit each other's list, There will be no having to change. Oh, they're perfect except for this. If you see except for, maybe there is, well, then we can get too fussy for that too, right? So are we being superficial? If you're looking at it in that way, is it about a superficial thing, right? What are your deal breakers in your relationships? What have you done? We're not perfect. We're all perfectly imperfect. And what is that? Do we expect perfection out of our relationships? Do we expect people to read our minds? What is that? How have we gone against our own selves? 2, 3, 4. There's a 5 over here. Interesting. So we're looking at that. Letting die. Are we clinging to old relationships because this is just happened? This is just how it is. Oh, we've just always been. And yet, So, what is that? That's the challenge, because it can be a challenge to let go and move on from any type of relationship. Especially if you, thought it was this way or that way, and maybe you weren't on the same page. What was that? Maybe you've done things that's gone against your integrity because, hey, you feel like you're not going to get anything else, so I must do, what this person says I must do. I don't know. Or you're not letting your full self out. You're not seeing your whole self, so how can somebody fall in love totally with you and all of you if you don't show and share all of you? But then we need to have those boundaries too of who we sharing that with. Do they just want to take advantage of us? Are they just there to see how much they can get and they're not giving anything in return? I don't know. What's that in your life, in your relationships? So this is Morningstar's gift to you, right? That generous protector, that unlimited vision. Get a little deeper. What do you mean by that? What is that gift you're sharing with us? Get us through relationships and that relationship with ourselves. It begins within, right? Because when we recognize that in ourselves, when we love ourselves and we know that we're worthy, just as anybody else is, right? We're not going to block ourselves from that. We're not going to keep it out because, oh, I'm so unlovable. How can you love me? There must be something wrong with you for you to love me because I'm unlovable. So what are we going to do? I don't know. What's that to you? What does that say to you? That's where that basic survival, right? We're all given what we need for basic survival, but we're meant to, we're here to live. Right? 4 of Stones is stability. So if we know, we can contemplate our blessings going that we've always got everything we need, right? We're always protected by the great oneness divine. So we can go out and live, not just survive. We can go out and live the unlimited vision that Creator had for creation, for all of us, right? To guide us there, to say, if you need me, I'm here, right? But I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I want you to go figure that out on your own. Learn your lessons and come back to me when you're full grown, whatever that is, right? 4 of Stones. It's finding that stability. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Ourselves and our souls. And our souls in ourselves. Right? I don't know. I'm speaking for me. How about you? Who do you appreciate? Right? We have those generous protectors. But are we being overprotective? Overprotected? I don't know. What is that for you? You're just looking at that survival? You're having that unlimited... See? Almost went on my head. The car just crashed. Huh? Righto. Where was I now? Yes, are you just having that unlimited vision for what you can do? Or are you just thinking of basic survival? Is that all you're doing? Just surviving? Are you living? Looking at what you need to live? Those ideas that you want to manifest, and slow and steady at that. Slow and steady. Practicing at that craft. There we go. I'm recognizing that call. There's the 2 of Pints. Recognizing that call, when to take that action. Right? Sometimes we need to sit and rest before we take that other burst. Right? We sit, we get that guidance, and then we hop in our little boat and we go. Right? Row, row, row your own damn boat. Closer look at that. Is that family there waiting? Is it that partner? There's that home. Returning home. Recognize that call to return home to yourself, to who you are, to your source. Right? Channeling that energy, channeling that love. Being that open flow to that loving energy. Not blocking it up with our own thoughts and going, no, I don't deserve this. I'm unworthy. And now I'm wore out. Or trying to make it happen too fast that we cannot enjoy it. We're working too hard and we can't enjoy it, right? Or when we get that call and we don't take that action. No, it's not the time. I can't do this. And blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be rejected. Whatever that is. But it's time to tune in. Get tuned in, tapped in, and turned on to that source in ourselves that will guide us. And never down the wrong road. We go down the wrong road when we start to doubt those messages that are coming in. And they're pure. And it's not always going to lead us out of the things that we're afraid of. Like, it's not going to lead us to go jump off a CN Tower and something's going to make our life even shorter. But it is going to lead us to things that we might feel a little afraid of. But then when we do it, we go, oh my goodness, that wasn't so scary at all. Right? Like, you have to go give a speech. And once you get up there and it's over with, like, oh my goodness, I'm still alive. So, wow, right? It'll lead us things to face those fears that are holding us back and not keeping us safe. Right? Those fears that are being overprotective. So let's recognize that call. Let's recognize where we're being overprotective, where we haven't taken action, or where we tried to overdo it too quickly. These are the blessings from grandfather's son, that we can have that clarity and that light shine on that. Those ideas and needs that did manifest. And how did that happen? When we did listen to that call and we took action on our intuition. Right? Intuition and instincts are different, because instincts will keep you safe from harm. Where intuition might, because sometimes we might learn from that pain. Instinct is to avoid the pain. Intuition might lead us into it because we can grow from that. Do you think it's not painful for that seed to crack out of all of that? It must be destroyed completely as a seed to become the great oak or whatever that is it was meant to be. Same with us. Let's not fool of ourselves and think that this is not supposed to be. Pain. Pain in itself is not a bad thing. It's there to teach us. It's a warning system, right? We want pain if we touch something hot so we don't end up burning our hands off, right? So pain is a good thing. It's a signal. Signal. What's your pain signaling to you? And we get up there to our gift to share, right? We have our options, our lives, just living our lives. Hey, we think there's where we trick ourselves too, that we need to tell others what to do. We just be an example of allowing that light to pour through and shining our own flavors. However, we need to do that. That's our bountiful harvest, the 7 of stones. We bring in and we share. Look at all these options. Look at all we grew. Look at all these lessons and wisdom. I'm bringing that in to share with everybody, and we're all going to exchange our wisdom. Nobody holds back anything, because it's all meant to be shared. It's there for everybody. You know, we don't really have original ideas. It's a collective thing going out there. We just go grab that one in. Is that right? Because look at even all these great inventions we hear about, like Alexander Graham Bell. But he's the first one to do the phone. Somebody else did the light bulb at the same time. But it's that one that puts it out there first. But just because somebody put it out there first doesn't mean you shouldn't put yours out there too. Right? We all get into this getting attached to getting a title, being, everybody looking up to us, and or whatever that is. But we all have that bountiful harvest to share. Are you sharing, or are you hoarding it? Are you fooling yourself to think that you don't have anything to contribute here in this world? Because you do. You yourself are a gift to this world. The way you view this world is a gift. Do you share that? Do you share from that peace, from that love within you? Openly, without expecting anything in return. I'm giving because I was given this gift to give and to share. Your art is your shield and power, right? And everybody's out there giving. So when we're all giving from that fullness, nobody is going to be emptied. And we live by that integrity impeccably. I'm not going to take from somebody else, right? What did we do before money? It was trades, gifts, and services, right? Everybody shared of their bounties. Everybody benefited. It wasn't just all gone to a few. Everybody was considered. Because everybody is part of this. Everybody is creation. And it's beautiful. Who are we to say who belongs and who doesn't, right? We're alluring through that opposition if we know, right? We know we've already got it, right? So I'm just going to call it in. Lure through that opposition where we're not chasing it down. We're allowing that to come to us. We're sitting here being those pure channels, right? Sitting in that gentleness, and the deer comes out a little curious. Ooh, what's going on there? That's some beautiful music you're playing. And that innocence, right? And we're sharing this space. That's that wise priestess empowering others, energizing, empowering others. We do that when we share from our wholeness. We're not out there to get. What can we get? What can we get? What can we receive? What can we receive? It's not about that. We need to balance that energy, right? Because if we're holding on to stuff because we don't think we're going to survive, I need to hang on to this. I need to hang on to this. I need to hang on to this. Woo! We can lose it, right? We don't ever plant that seed. What is that? The wise priestess energizes others. And here we go, that manifestation or harvest. I saw that peeking out. But this is what we're doing. Bringing in Manifestation and harvest. We're just going to put that over here. Will it stay up there? Will it stay over there? I just don't want to block the other cards though. But it's not going to stay there. Anyways. We'll stick it up on this side too. So that's a harvest, that manifestation, what's coming up in your life, right? Are you energizing others, helping them to do it too? Because if you share how you've manifested in your life, they go, oh, maybe I can do that in mine too. Oh, if she can do it, I can do it. You can do it, I can do it. We all can do it. Because we're not meant to do it. Yes, in our own time. We shine in our own time. That's between you and the great oneness divine. Oh. Oh. Okay, let me put those back here. Whatever, you can't even see them all anyways. Here we go. Wow, 50 minutes on this one. That's okay. It's a good one. You have all weekend to watch it. Watch it little bits. However you want to do it. Okay. Alright, biggest heart hugs ever. Thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do. Come on, what are you bringing? This bountiful harvest. It is. We're getting into harvest time, planting time. Oh, beautiful sunny days. Sunny, sunny, sunny days. Love yous. Okay, biggest heart hugs ever. Thank you for being you, shining your light through everything you do because you know it. This world needs you now, even more than ever. Shine your light bright. Share your gifts with the world, all right? Okay, thank you. Love yous. Wonderful, blessed day and weekend. All that. Love yous.